And we are back. You're listening to Powerful Women Revealed. I'm your host, Nicole Perry, and this is going to go by really fast, so we're going to jump right in. My guest is Suzanne Ducharme, childhood speech and language disorders.com, if you want to purchase the book. Why are parents second-guessing themselves?
Oh, deep breath. I think it's for two reasons, based on my observation of a lot of parents over the years. One, it seems like parenting is just one long exercise in analysis paralysis. There's just so many choices to make, and there's so much information and so many fears about making a mistake. And what if I make the wrong choice? And then I think the other side is some pressure from the medical side of things to yield, to defer, to I know what's best for you.
To wait?
I know, right, to wait, because doctors aren't emotional. They make decisions based on research or whatever, or evidence-based practice. However, doctors are human too, and they are the results of their clinical experience and their knowledge base, which doesn't always include a lot about communication development.
Now, I talked earlier about the whole Google thing and how personally, when I had the personal issue I personally waited. Waiting is one of my biggest pet peeve words, is unfortunately. I don't want to attach myself to anything unfortunate, and I can't believe I said that earlier. But I mentioned about waiting on the Google side of it and letting things wash over you. That's just how I deal with things for myself. But as far as waiting to have your child interaction and meeting with you and figuring it out and getting the support, I don't think that's a good idea to wait.
It's not, and unfortunately still many pediatricians...
You just used it again.
...give that... Sorry. Many pediatricians do give that advice to wait, or you can't have speech therapy till you're talking. Wrong. We work with babies in the NICU. We work on of, as much as we work on swallowing and feeding development in the NICU, we also work on interaction and reciprocal communication that's happening in the NICU. In the NICU with a premature infant, there is no one who is too young. It is never too early to go and see someone.
I agree. I think, the word wait is not a good thing. And they need to follow their intuition.
That is huge.
Because you can hear all kinds of things from all kinds of people, but nobody knows your child best.
Right. It's about taking the information and filtering it through your intuition to see what feels right and what feels not right for you, what resonates for you that fits with your values, with your parenting, within your family structure, what parents know. I've never seen a mom who was disconnected from a sense of what was right for her child.
Yeah, and talk about what you're sensing and share it so that you can get more information, so that you can keep following your intuition. You can't second guess yourselves.
Well, remember too that physicians, especially for kids who are more medically involved, who see lots of different professionals, I always use the analogy of the blind men and the elephant. They look through the lens at their particular part of the system. Most physicians, just by the nature of their practice, not due to intention or anything else, have a more limited focus on what's happening. They have a more limited view. You need a practitioner who has a more holistic view of everything and can take that step back and look at the whole picture to see where support is needed, where resources are needed, what to prioritize at a particular moment in time.
And frankly, you're the foundation. The parents are the foundation. The families are the foundation. So we're, as families and parents, we can gather information from many, because the more eyes and the more ears and the more we're being told, really the better, because the more we can process it and sort of determine and follow our own intuition. Now, what do you want to say about how you help families take charge and be the leader of their own child's therapy team?
Well, there's a lot about this in the book, but basically it's a very individual process. And again, it's about meeting the parent where they are and providing them with education, information, and support that allows them to feel confident and empowered to take charge, to be at the table, to lean in, as you say, to question, to advocate to provide their vision for the child in tandem with the professionals who are involved.
Now, we are out of time, but I have one last question. Who is truly an ideal family for you to serve? We have about 30 seconds.
Families of children who are really having trouble getting started with their communication or their feeding are the ideal ones, but also families that are open to looking at alternative strategies and therapies.
Okay, I want to leave you with one last quote. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. That is Confucius. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you'll tune in next Sunday after the news at noon. Until then, I'm your host, Nicole Perry. Have a great week, and remember, knowledge is power, and it's what you do with that knowledge. Thank you.
Thanks, Nicole.
I want to thank you so much for watching Powerful Women Revealed. I believe that every woman who has a powerful mission deserves to be heard. And my mission is to connect these powerful women to you in a fun, entertaining, and educational way. I hope you will tune in next time. Until then, I'm your host, Nicole Perry.